Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, the Patriot Bald Eagle. Tonight we are drinking Big Bang Coffee by Pete's. Pete's Coffee. Want to try something different? It's a strong medium roast. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. Tonight, we are talking about 5 food shortage updates that we've been getting comments on from you guys all around the country and around the world. We're just going to dive right into it here. We're also going to go into some prices that are going up on some products so that if you run into this, maybe if you find a sale, you know what some of the prices are around here and beyond, maybe save a little bit of money. So, number one on the food shortage report here from March of 2024, it has to be chicken. Chicken. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys over the last 2-3 weeks, some months old videos, new subscribers, new viewers that have chimed in and have reached us through some of our older videos. Chicken has to be something that to be talked about here because apparently there's been a lot of poultry that has been missing. Now, we've been talking about prices going up on chicken, so I don't know if this goes hand in hand. A lot of things going on with Tyson that could be causing shortages of chicken, which I'm not going to go into. Feel free to chat about it down in the comments if you wish. But I want to go over the different states. And thank you for abbreviating a lot of these different states as we go along here. And it's usually I can kind of target it in one part of the country, but it seems like it's all over, which is why I wanted to talk about this even more because it's a pretty widespread shortage here. Arizona, Arkansas, Michigan, South Carolina. We had a longtime viewer from Eastern Kentucky and Eastern Tennessee that both said that a couple of your different stores have been short on chicken. One of them, Walmart. One thing I wanted to mention about that is Eastern Kentucky and Eastern Tennessee are kind of close to each other. I wonder if that has something to do with a truck route or something, but I thought that was interesting. More states involved here. Florida, Washington, Seattle, Washington, one of our viewers. Upstate New York, one of our viewers. A couple viewers from New Mexico and one of our longtime viewers from Chicago, Illinois have all chimed in, like I said, in some older videos, even some recent videos. But I can see all the new comments that come up for older videos. Obviously, we're a daily vlog here, so some people come to our channel through an older video. But we've been talking about this for a long time, how chicken prices were going to start going up. They have skyrocketed in price, and that could play part of it. But we knew that, with the bird flu and all that stuff going on, we knew that the possibility of prices of chicken were going to go up. We've seen where Tyson has become unaffordable, unless you shop some of their stores like Kirkwood at Aldi, which is also Tyson chicken, or Sam's Club Members Mark, which is also Tyson chicken, where you can get it a little bit cheaper. There's plenty around here. I'm just going to say that first, since I haven't noticed any shortages other than some stores. But even Walmart was completely loaded down on chicken. But I just wanted to put this one together because it is an issue, and just because it's not an issue here yet, it could be here in the future, and that is exactly why we discuss these things, so you know what's going on around the country. So I do believe that this has something to do with the prices are going to be going up. Maybe they're trying to work out the logistics, some of the different things, to work those prices to go up. We know this with pork as well. We saw about a month ago, pork was in very low supply. Now it's starting to come back at a higher price. So chicken could be the same. Wanted to get that one out of the way. Now here's a funny one. Number 2, beginning a lot of comments on cereal. Okay, and not just the thing with Cheerios and Quaker Oats and all that stuff with the Chlormequat. So if you happen to miss that video, I did a video on this where it's a chemical that they use in the wheat to make it grow straighter, right, and not fall over. It's supposed to produce a lot more, which is why, and it's not allowed in the United States here. They can pretty much use this chemical anywhere else except for the United States, but we can buy it from out of state. We can buy the product that has been used from out of state, and that has been an issue, and I think it's kind of showing. I think it's showing some, because we get a lot of comments on shortages of Cheerios. Some are new viewers here. Okay, so they may not know what we've been talking about on the channel, but the chlormequat has been an issue. Me personally, I kind of think that they're silently doing something about this. They're not making it widespread. They're not. I've read articles where it's such a low level, but I don't know. It has affected the Quaker oats as well and the Quaker granola. Now, we had salmonella issues with Quaker a couple months ago where a lot of the Quaker granola and different granola bars were taken off the shelves. But apparently, like the oats that have been dealing with the chlormequat issue as well, this could all play in part why we're seeing shortages of it now. Now, I haven't seen it personally. And honestly, in my opinion, I think it should all be taken. I don't think this should be on the shelves. If it's something that we should not have, especially if it's something that we're not supposed to even be using here in the United States, then it should not be allowed. And I look on the back of the boxes, I don't see anything that says chlormequat. Okay? So, but this has been a proven thing. They've been talking a lot about this, and I think they're silently trying to replace these. I think. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, I could be way off. I could be completely wrong on that. But been getting more and more comments on shortages of Cheerios. Remember a couple months ago when we saw this? Now, this happened here. I literally went into Kroger and there was one box of Cheerios and it was a regular box. Now, this was a few months ago, like back before Thanksgiving. And there was very little Honey Nut Cheerios. And I was curious what was going on. And then when it came back, the price didn't go up, which made me even more curious because usually that's what happens. We'll see things go away. They come back at a higher price. Well, the price has stayed about the same. As a matter of fact, it's come down 50 cents for a regular size box in the last couple months. So I don't know. Something really strange going on with Cheerios right now. Now, we've also gotten some comments on Kellogg's, shortages of Kellogg's. And that could be something with another price increase. I don't really know. But it's just something that one of our viewers had mentioned, so I wanted to put it on here. Number 3 on the list that I have here, we continue to get comments on toilet paper. Now, we've seen toilet paper return here as we saw a lot of it gone. Right, we saw where Cottonelle would be gone for a week, and then we saw like Quilted Northern. We saw Cottonelle where it would be full. Quilted Northern, we initially saw this a couple months ago when they did an advertising change on Quilted Northern. And I don't know. I don't think it was a shortage. Some people were saying that it was a little bit shorter, but some other people were saying it was the same. I don't know. I don't buy Quilted Northern. We get our toilet paper at Sam's Club. And it's well worth it. As a matter of fact, let me talk about that for a second. So I kind of figured for $23 that you spend on good quality toilet paper at Sam's Club, for the same amount and not the same quality anymore, you would spend about $35 at Kroger buying their toilet paper, which has changed. The quality has changed on Kroger toilet paper. I actually did a video on that. It's been a while. But somebody was asking about the toilet paper. And somebody was also asking about the paper towels. The paper towels at Sam's Club are pretty basic. But for the amount you get and for the price, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. I mean, you're getting way more than what you get for Bounty and you're saving a few dollars. It's like getting an extra 4 rolls, maybe 5. If you calculate the length in that, it could actually be way more. But that's all I really got with toilet paper. We had some new viewers from older videos that we were talking about that had popped up in here. And I'm mentioning this because we haven't talked about this in the daily vlog here for about a week or two. So I'm just catching everybody up from what's been going on from previous videos and why we're talking about these now. Number 4, spices. And this is something that's been in all over in the news, our viewers. And I put this with distilled white vinegar. The other day, I did a video at Kroger. Actually, today, you would have seen it this morning. And there was a lot of distilled white vinegar missing. Well, there's been, got a couple photographs from a couple different viewers at some of your stores, I guess you had taken a while ago. and showing that there was no big bottles of distilled white vinegar. Now, somebody had mentioned on the channel that it was people were doing the eggs, for Easter and stuff. I can't imagine buying that much distilled white vinegar for eggs. I could, for the smaller ones, I could see that. But because we've had some major issues with distilled white vinegar in the past, this could be a time where it's going to be harder to get. Now, we saw just about a couple months ago where the prices had really gone up on the big gallon size bottles of distilled white vinegar. We saw it go from Kroger, where it was $3.29 just a few months ago, to $3.79 and now $3.99. So it may be going up again. I don't know. Maybe more and more people are canning their own items these days, and they're trying to reap the benefits, I guess. I don't know. Probably not true. That's just one opinion I'm throwing out there. And I even put on here price increase with distilled vinegar, because we have seen it go up pretty much everywhere, even at Walmart. Walmart, I think it's still the cheapest. I think it's $3.74 for theirs if they have it. That's where we got to cut. That's where somebody had taken a photo of it completely gone. So, and we see that with different cooking oils and spices at Walmart as well. I've gotten some other photos on some emails of spices missing. You guys have seen in the videos that we've done at Walmart where it's like, not gone, but I mean, when a lot of this goes away, it's very hard for them to get them back in. Sometimes I'll even go like a couple weeks later and I'll see the same section completely missing. And they'll have some of their cheaper ones, but they'll have like 3 or 4 rows of them, making it look like they actually have more than they have. Now, I didn't go over this at Kroger yesterday, but I will say they had a good amount of spices. I was at Kroger Marketplace, a lot more spices than I'm used to seeing there. So maybe some are starting to come back in, but we were getting comments on that, so I wanted to point that out. Okay, number 5, this is an issue we've been dealing with for a while here, and it's continuing to go on, or even worse, is over-the-counter medicines. Getting comments from one of the videos I did from Dollar Tree. Somebody had mentioned Dollar Tree and Family Dollar that you had checked, or it was maybe a double store, because some Family Dollars they're owned by Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar. So it could be part of the same thing, but Dollar Tree, and I swear it's funny, I'm not sure, I can't remember the name of the Family Dollar brand, but I know that the Dollar Tree brand is Soundbody. Is that what it's called? Soundbody? And then Family Dollar is something else, and mostly name brand. So I'm not too sure, but a lot of these stores are starting to close, so I don't know. It could be many things going on here. Now, at Family Dollar the other day, when I went in there to video myself doing shopping and all that stuff, we saw where the over-the-counter medicines were gone. There was one thing of Advil, a couple things of acetaminophen, but it was pretty much gone. Now, here are the ones that are kind of surprising. Not to me, but Walmart. Okay, we've gotten a lot of comments on over-the-counter medicines being short or out at Walmart, particularly the Equate brand. Okay, now Equate, we've seen a lot of that missing at our Walmart. That hasn't come back in. Now, there were a couple times there, and I didn't do a video, but we were at Walmart, and they had a few things of ibuprofen, and then like a couple things of acetaminophen of the Equate brand. That's pretty much what it's looked like for months at our Walmart. So either they're just not getting a lot in. I did see plenty of cold medicines, like Dayquil, the Walmart brand of Dayquil, stuff like that. But we've gotten comments on a lot of those things missing. Okay, so the next one here is Target. One of our longtime viewers sent an email. Now, this was a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to add this in. A photo of what our Target looked like maybe a few months ago. And yeah, a lot is missing, and most of it is their Up and Up brand that was missing. A lot of it that they had was the more expensive, like name brands like Advil, Tylenol, stuff like that. But a lot of the different cold medicines were missing at that Target as well. Now, that's usually not the case at our Target. I know a lot of our viewers do shop at Target. I'll be getting back there here at some point, but this is where we were directing people to go. Like over a year ago, people were finding or not finding some of these medicines at Walgreens and CVS. I mean, if you go to Walgreens or CVS to get medicine, then you don't mind paying a little extra because it's usually more expensive at Walgreens, but they usually always have it. And I do understand there's point systems and reward systems where you can actually save money if you shop at one of these places a lot. However, Walgreens was on the list. One viewer had mentioned Walgreens that they weren't able to find different their Walfrin, I guess Walfrin, which is I guess their ibuprofen. And something else, some kind of cold medicine. Walquil, or maybe it's like a NyQuil or something. The Walgreens version. If it says Wall in front of it, it's just the Walgreens version. And I wrote down here at the bottom because it seems to be the biggest issue, especially with some of our Canadian friends and beyond. Okay, we've gotten comments from a couple of our viewers from the UK and Australia that ibuprofen and acetaminophen have been hard to come by, and again, children's medicine. I don't know what it is outside the United States, but the children's Tylenol seems to be one of the worst to be able to get. And what I would say or recommend, and I don't know, make sure you let me know down in the comments, can you order these things from the United States? Because I'm seeing plenty of children's Tylenol now. Now, it was low about a year and a half ago. Okay, back in, 2022 in October, I remember the children's medicine was wiped out. And then it took like a couple months for it to start coming back in. But it has since come back in. So if this is something that you're really looking for, I would try, maybe Walmart, right? And the funny thing is Walmart being as short as they are on all these medicines, they had a whole stack, a whole like island of just children's Tylenol. It's like they're watching the video here and say, well, damn, we're going to put it all out here in the center for you. Now, the same is at Meijer as well. Meijer has a ton of it. Now, Kroger, they have it too. They don't have as much as like Walmart or Meijer. Meijer, M-E-I-J-E-R, not Fred Meyer. People keep getting that confused. It is M-E-I-J-E-R. Meijer store, not Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer is actually owned by Kroger. Okay, so a couple things extra here. That was our last one, but I put a couple here in the notes because I just kind of wanted to talk about these for just a minute. Frozen vegetables. Okay, we've been dealing with frozen vegetables missing in the stores kind of sporadically. We'll see it at Meijer. Where it was actually, I didn't go over it at Meijer this past week, but it was fairly low. Kroger is always pretty good. I did notice that Kroger was a little low on their frozen vegetables. But it's the cheapest in the store, and I haven't seen where they've been gone for a while. Now, I will say at Walmart, we have seen issues with a lot of different frozen vegetables. We saw where they've been completely out of frozen green beans of the Great Value brand for a while. Now, they have like the Italian cut green beans, but they don't have like your just run-of-the-mill cut green beans. Okay, and we got another comment on that one, and corn, which I've seen plenty of corn, a Great Value, but a lot of different frozen vegetables. Somebody mentioned bird's eye. Bird's eye, it's kind of a wide range. One thing I have noticed, and I've talked about in videos here, is at Walmart, they are starting to mix in, at least at our Walmart, they're starting to mix in bird's eye with Great Value. Now, I don't like that because it's like you're putting like a high price with the lowest price, a high price with the lowest price. It's like you're constantly having to look, hurting your brain. Maybe they're hoping for this, that you'll just grab the bird's eye and say, well, whatever, and spend $3 when you could have spent 98 cents. I doubt that though. That's just me kind of reaching, I think. Canned tomatoes have gone up in price again. Some of them are starting to go up again. Canned beans, some people have said, in some of the western states. I know we have a couple viewers from California that said their beans had just gone up at Walmart. Ours went up a while ago. They're 82 cents a can. I don't know if they're going up again. Because even some of these things at Walmart, when they change overnight, they change at all their stores. Right? We noticed this when me and Jessica were out in Indiana. Okay, we were in Indiana about an hour west of here. And then we came back here. They had changed the same day when their bread went up. Great Value bread went from $1.32 to $1.42. We saw where the sugar had gone up. Sugar went up again. Great Value sugar went up again. $8.17. $8.77 for a 10-pound bag of Domino at Walmart. $8.17 for a 10-pound bag of the Great Value. Now, the 4-pound bag is still $3.24, which is kind of confusing to me. I bet that's going to be going up again. The only reason why that probably has not gone up is because all the surrounding store brands are right around $3 to $3.29. The cheapest I've seen around here has been Aldi, the Baker's Corner. It's a 4-pound bag for $3.09. So that's the cheapest we've seen. Now, Kroger has it on sale, their brand on sale this week on a digital coupon for $2.49. Now, any little bit that we can save on these things, definitely worth saving for the future. We buy Domino sugar, so usually if I'm at Walmart or if I'm at Sam's Club is really the best deal. You can get a 10-pound bag for $7.78, right? Or $7.76. One of those, still cheaper than anywhere else. And some of these are starting to get outrageous. Some of Walmart's prices are getting ridiculous. The thing is, though, that I don't like is that you see these things go up at Walmart, you're going to start to see them go up at other places, too. I wouldn't be surprised if after this sale at Kroger, it'll be another week, it'll go back to the regular price, and then maybe go up again. Like $3. I don't know. I don't even want to guess, but if I had to guess, I would say 10 cents higher than what it is now. $3.39. And the thing is, it's $3.29. I just have been doing this so long. I see how it works. I see trends. I see things that happen. I see certain canned goods that go on sale this week. And then I think, those other canned goods, the other brand just went up a quarter. This is a store brand, so it's not going to go up that much, but I bet it goes up 10 cents. And that usually happens every time. So make sure you are stocking up, guys. Make sure you are stocking up on the sales as you see them. As we always say on the channel here, keep prepping. Keep making sure that you are saving as much as you can, because I don't see these prices coming down at all. We can live with shortages of things. Chicken will be coming back. I know that there's, some major shortages. I do believe that will mean that prices are going to go up, right? That's usually what always happens. The reason why the chicken had kind of caught my attention is because so many people have been talking about it. And I wanted to mention all the different states, because it's all over. I mean, it's South Carolina, South Carolina, Arizona. So, I mean, that's about as far, Seattle, Washington, as far west, and then all the way to the East Coast. So, I mean, it's everywhere in between. If we haven't seen it here in the Midwest, chances are we probably will. Guys, I hope this information has helped you. I try to put these updates, these serious updates, every couple weeks. I know some people have been wanting me to do one. I don't want to do one every day because we want to make sure that we are, for one, I have more information from other people. If I was just given a shortage from Louisville, Kentucky or something from one person, chances are, and not that I wouldn't, but I mean, the chances are is that it's probably just gone away for a week and then it'll come back in a week or two, right? Because that's what we used to talk about more, not that long ago, is, when you see something disappear in the store, give it another week. Feel free to talk about it on the channel or send a photograph, whatever you want to do. But give it that second week, because I usually don't even talk about it much unless I'm in that store in particular for that day. I don't usually talk about it until the next week. The reason why is because it could just have not gotten ordered yet, right? But these ones that we have here, these 5 have been significant for a while. Definitely, if you go to the store, you want to make sure that you're picking up some of these products if you need them, and especially with over-the-counter medicines. Toilet paper is an ongoing issue. It's been an ongoing issue for the last few years. It goes away, comes back, usually at a higher price or shrinkflated. But, well, guys, thank you so much for joining me for tonight's coffee rant. Important things that we needed to discuss. Glad I was able to get it together. been a little allergies have been kicking my butt here over the last couple days, so wanted to put this together, go over these different things that people have been talking about a lot in the comments. People have been sending me emails, did some research on things, and yes, there are a lot of things, that we may have missed off of this list. So make sure you let us know down in the comments. Make sure you abbreviate your state, at least your state, city and state preferably. But yeah, let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods so that we can let everybody know around the country and around the world. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.